Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. You remember all that hype from Saturday, how I was all fired up that I crushed college football on Saturday? Well, I was humbled in a big way today. My top bets went 2-4-1 on this football Sunday. Deepest apologies to anyone who tailed those bets. Unfortunately, it does happen. We work really hard to try to prevent it from happening, but it does happen. But we need to put that into the past. The same way you put a winning day into the past, you need to put your losing days directly in the past where they belong and move on. And we got an awesome Monday Night Football game here. 49ers versus Rams. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, LA on the road at Levi Stadium here. The line opened up 49ers minus 2.5. All the early action is on the Rams. I think it's 83% early money on LA as of Tuesday morning. Yo, check this out. So we do have a little bit of reverse line movement here. So the books take a big chunk of 49ers money in later in the week, but the line drops from 2.5 to 2. We're now looking at 49ers minus 1.5. Something I found interesting about this number. So the look ahead line for this game before week 3, before last week, was San Francisco minus 1.5, right? So then week 3 happens and the 49ers lost a close one out, an ugly offensive game for San Francisco. They lost 11-10 to Denver, and the Rams had a pretty definitive win at Arizona. So week 3 happens. They reopen the lines. We're looking at 49ers minus 2.5. My only conclusion from that is the books knew no matter what, they were not going to let us get 49ers plus points at home in this game, no matter what happened last week. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be San Francisco minus 9.87. So big lean on the Niners there. All right, let's break down this matchup. And I got some trends here. A couple of them are interesting. Rams are just 2-6 in their last 8 games against the 49ers. 2-6, 1-6 if you don't count the playoff game. Jimmy G, 6-0 in the regular season against the Rams. He's never been beaten by the Rams in the regular season in his whole career. In fact, the NFC Championship game last year, that was the first time Jimmy Garoppolo had ever lost to the Rams. So I know the narrative surrounding San Francisco right now is the poor offense, right? They just had that primetime game against Denver. The offense was terrible. Props to the Broncos defense, but 49ers offense needs to be better than that. What the public is missing there is the fact that the Rams offense hasn't been much better. I mean, if you look at the numbers, these two offenses are actually close. According to DVOA rankings, 49ers have the 23rd ranked offense. Rams are just 18th. And then on defense, it's reversed, but it's not even close. 49ers are 3rd in the NFL in defensive DVOA, and the Rams are all the way back at 18th. I think it's 18th or 19th. But I want to take a little bit of a closer look at the Rams defense against the run because we know what Kyle Shanahan's going to do. San Francisco is 3rd in the NFL in run play percentage. We know the 49ers are trying to run it. So how have the Rams been against the run? And as expected, the Rams have been pretty solid. They're 10th in the NFL, allowing just 93.7 rush yards a game. Also 10th in the NFL, allowing just 3.8 yards per carry. In fact, the only team that was really able to run the ball on the Rams this whole season was Buffalo. And that whole week 1 Thursday night game was weird. The Rams didn't look prepared. I don't know how seriously I'm taking that game for the Rams, to be honest. But the last 2 weeks, the Rams run defense has been as good as it gets. Bobby Wagner on PFF is ranked 2nd in the entire NFL against the run. So yeah, the 49ers may have trouble establishing the run here. But will they though? Because the Rams also had a good run defense last year as well, and the 49ers beat them twice in the regular season, combining to rush for 279 yards in those 2 games. Also, we need to mention the fact that Jimmy G plays great against the Rams. Look at his numbers. This is Jimmy G's numbers in the 3 games against the Rams last year. I'm including the playoff loss in this. Completion percentage of 72.6, passer rating 114.5. It's averaging 9.1 yards per attempt. Yo, does that sound like the Garoppolo you know? Extremely efficient, badass passer rating, throwing the ball downfield. Does that sound like the Jimmy G you know? Want to see Matt Stafford's numbers in the 3 games against San Francisco last year? 66.1 completion percentage, 85.3 passer rating, and just 6.9 yards per attempt. Jimmy G outplayed Matt Stafford in the Rams 49ers head-to-head matchups last year. Also, how much do we really trust Matt Stafford right now? I mean, he's just 20th in DVOA amongst quarterbacks on the season. He's 30th in interception rate. In fact, only Jameis Winston and Mac Jones have a higher interception rate than Matt Stafford so far. I'm sure Stafford will come around and start playing better football at some point, But as it stands right now, I don't have a ton of faith in Matt Stafford. Also, there's a ton of pressure on Matt Stafford in this game because you don't just go to Levi Stadium and run on the 49ers. It doesn't happen. Look at the Rams trying to run on the 49ers last year. In the 2 regular season games, they barely run the ball. Listen to how scary of a situation this is for Matt Stafford. So, the 49ers have a top 5 pass rush. The 49ers defense is allowing just 2.8 yards per carry on the season. So it's not like he's going to be bailed out by the run game. Also, want to know where the 49ers are ranked in pass coverage? First in the NFL. Yo, Matt Stafford, this is your nightmare. One last thing, I know a lot of people are concerned about Trent Williams, left tackle for San Francisco, being out, but check this out. I found this on The Athletic. So Trent Williams also missed the game against the Rams last year in Week 18. Colton McKivitz filled in for Trent Williams, same guy who's filling in for him tonight. The 49ers beat the Rams in that game without Trent Williams, and they outgained the Rams 449 to 265 yards from scrimmage. In fact, the 49ers are undefeated 2-0 in games Colton McKivitz starts. So thank you, Athletic, for that little nugget of information. I just can't get to the Rams here. I'm taking the 49ers at home. I'm riding with Jimmy G, baby. Give me San Francisco minus 1.5. Let's lock that in. If anything changes with this bet, I'll keep you posted on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. Also, if you want the final tickets that I do, which will have the top bets for all sports. From this Monday Night Football game, I got a couple props on there and a same game parlay. If you're interested in that stuff, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. Monday Night Football, let's grab ourselves a win here. Let's shake off that Sunday. Saturday was so good, and then we just came crashing down Sunday with a losing day. So let's have a nice Monday, start the week off properly. I'll talk to you on Twitter.